how to articulate better in meetings so that you can speak like a leader. As someone who has been helping hundreds of entrepreneurs and career professionals elevate and improve their communications so that they can lead their teams better, one of the most important questions I get asked is, how do we speak up in meetings? How do we become more articulate in meetings? Because let's face it, whether or not you are working in a 9-to-5 or you have your own business, you're going to be leading your teams. Right? And your teams are there looking to you as a leader. Even if you don't have positional authority or officially you don't have a leadership title, you are part of a team. And in a meeting, you've been invited to this meeting, or the meeting has an intention. There's a purpose behind it. And oftentimes what happens is that we have all of this knowledge. We have technical expertise, we have experience, and sometimes this discussion happens in a meeting or there's a meeting agenda. And even though we know that we have something to contribute, sometimes our mindset, our emotions, our self-doubt, our confidence gets the better of us and we end up not speaking up. Or it could be that sometimes we do speak up, and then we speak up, we articulate our opinions or we express our ideas, and somehow after that, when we reflect back on our own performance, we kind of feel like, I could have done better. I don't think that I expressed it well enough. I don't think I was articulate enough, right? How many of you have experienced that? And so in this video, I want to share with you some proven principles on how to articulate better, how you can articulate better in meetings and be perceived as the leader that you are. I must warn you, what I'm about to share with you in this video is counterintuitive, because here's the thing. Most people think that to become more articulate in meetings, it's all about the words that you say. It's all about the verbal flow, the flow of communication. What if I told you that's only part of the equation? That's only 20% of the articulation, right? Most of it is not about the words we say. Becoming more articulate, just a small sliver of it is about the words we say, the fluency of the words that we say, right? And here's the thing, while most of us have heard about nonverbal communication, most of the time when we hear the word nonverbal communication, we're thinking body language, right? Or the expressions on our face. But that, again, is just 20% of the equation. So that's why what I'm going to share with you is counterintuitive. So here's the thing, when it comes to becoming articulate in meetings, to speak like a leader, there are two categories of challenges that you will be facing, right? There are the internal challenges and there are the external challenges. Now, the internal challenges are all of the emotional, the mental, and the intellectual roadblocks that are preventing you from achieving the articulation in meetings you desire. The external challenges relate to the roadblocks that are in the environment. Right, so in this video, I'm going to share how do you become articulate, overcoming both internal and external challenges. Now, in this video in particular, I'm just going to be covering the internal challenges. On my next video, that's when I'm going to be sharing with you the external challenges. So make sure you ring that bell below, hit that bell, subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when the next video comes out. That is going to be part 2 of this video. Let's go. There are 2 steps when it comes to overcoming the internal challenges. There are 2 steps to elevate, to become a leader, speak like a leader, and be perceived like a leader. Step number 1 is to become the leader. Become the leader. This is an internal strategy, right? When you become the leader, here's what it means. It is about leveraging the age-old equation to success, right? If I have had the privilege of speaking to successful people from all walks of life, those who have beat all the odds and become successful in their careers and in their business. And the one common denominator of these individuals is that they took ownership of the result before they even know the path. And that is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to take ownership of the result of you as a leader. Even if you're listening to this video right now and you don't have positional authority, even if you are listening to this right now and you're a business owner and you're not the leader in your industry, right? You're not the category king. Or if you are working in a 9-to-5, you haven't yet been promoted. You haven't yet have officially those responsibilities. You take ownership of that outcome. You take ownership of that result, which means internally you assume the leader. You become that leader, right? And this is all about the divine order of life. It is first we must become the person we need to become so that we can do what is necessary, and then we can have the result that we want. It is be and then do and then have. So be the leader. And that is the first step into overcoming the internal roadblocks that are holding you back from being more articulate in meetings. Step number 2, befit the leading role. This is where you start to assume the leadership title. And this is where in your organization or in your teams, or if you are a business owner inside of your business, there will be arenas where there is a clear lack of leadership. This is your opportunity to step up into that role and start to do the activities that a leader would do. Start to assume it, and start to take those actions to be able to close those gaps, to be able to motivate your teams, befit the leadership role. Because here's the thing, your actions are going to pre-frame your articulation meetings, right? And see, that's why most people think that nonverbal communication is all about body language, it's about eye contact, it's about physiology, but it's much more than that. This is about pre-framing what you are going to say, because your actions are going to speak louder than words, right? And so now I have created a video on how to take leadership when you don't have positional authority. So check out this video here, and that is going to show you the step-by-step formula that you can apply on how exactly do you befit the leader, right? And how exactly do you take action and position yourself as the leader by already assuming that role and already starting to perform some of those responsibilities. When you do that, your actions speak louder than words. And so then when you show up in meetings and you articulate it, your actions will have already pre-framed you before the meeting even starts to be the leader, right? And so you can see that these two tips, these two steps and overcoming the internal challenges, it's all about nonverbal communication, but it's so much more than body language. It's so much more than eye contact and facial expression, right? Nonverbal communication is all about pre-framing. And now, if you are serious about learning the steps on how to do that, how to implement that in your particular situation, then I have an opportunity for you, right? Right below this video, there is a link to apply to see if you qualify to work with me, and I will show you. I will take you by the hand and show you exactly how to implement this. How do you position yourself? How do you pre-frame yourself so that when you show up in those meetings to articulate, that you will have the positioning to have those opportunities available to you. You will have the strength and the certainty to position yourself so that when you speak up, it makes sense to your audience, it makes sense to your team members that you are the clear leader, right? And so this is not for you if you are just looking to reduce your accent, or if you are just looking to become more articulate in social settings. This is for you only if you are serious about taking your career to the next level, or if you are a business owner and you're serious about connecting to your clients and you're serious about having a unified, high-functioning team, then this is for you. So if you are serious about getting these results in your life, then check the link below this video, apply, and I will see you on the inside. And again, make sure that you click the subscribe button, because part 2 of this video, we're going to be covering the external roadblocks on how do you become more articulate in meetings. We're going to cover the external roadblocks in the next video. So I'll see you there.